morning and welcome into the WRMN 10 o'clock news. My name is Dennis Green. Coming up today, NTSB says a driver killed in an Elgin crash had little warning of oncoming locomotive. And convenience and security, Illinois drivers' license state IDs now fit in your iPhone. And Sleepy Hollow teen's death classified as a homicide, but family still awaits justice. That's all coming up today on the WRMN 10 o'clock news. We're marching to our high of 45 today with a low of 41. Tomorrow, still cloud coverage with a high of 54 and a low of 41. Friday, cloud remains and we get a high of 52 and a low of 32. Sunshine is reported to be showing back up on Saturday with a high of 49. We read yesterday's lottery numbers of Tuesday, November 18th. Good luck. The midday pick 3 comes in at 688 with a 7 on the end there. The midday pick 4 comes in at 3133 with a 1 on the end. And the evening pick 3 comes in at 531 with a 7 on the back. The evening pick 4 is 3238 with a 9. And mid lucky comes in at 2741, 42, and 44. And the evening lucky coming in at 1, 2, 10, 14, and 30. Mega Millions worth $50 million. 5, 10, 23, 27, 30 with a 10 on the end. Lake County Gun Violence Prevention Initiative is hosting a town hall from 7 to 8 p.m. Thursday at Ella Area Public Library at 275 Mohawk Trail in Lake Zurich. Participants will learn about the organization's mission, goals, programs, and services. There will also be time to share ideas, questions, and feedback. Visit forms.office.com to register. This is the final stop on the fall tour previously held in Antioch, Round Lake Beach, Waukegan, Mundelein, and Highwood. Email sismail@lakecountyil.gov with questions. A community e-bike education night will be held at 7 p.m. tonight at REI at 901 North Milwaukee Avenue, Unit 100 in Vernon Hills. Experts from REI, the Vernon Hill Police, Vernon Hill Park District, and the Countryside Fire Protection District will discuss types of bikes and how to choose the right one, rider safety and rules of the road, battery and charging safety practices, and where and when e-bikes are permitted in Park District parks and path. Free refreshments, giveaways for attendees, and a 20% off coupon for REI will be available. And the NTSB says the driver killed in the Elgin crash had little warning of the oncoming locomotive. The driver killed in a crash last month at a railroad crossing in Elgin had little advance notice of the oncoming freight train engine, according to preliminary report by the National Transportation Safety Board. One person died and 2 others were injured on October 23rd when a Union Pacific locomotive collided with a landscaping truck at State Street Crossing north of Locust Street at about 6:30 a.m. Authorities said the freight train engine was not hauling any cars at the time. According to NTSB report, a review of the locomotive's event and image recorders showed traffic traversing the crossing in the seconds before the collision. It wasn't until the train was near the edge of the crossing that its whistle sounded for the first time and the crossing's warning devices activated, according to the report. The truck entered the crossing from the locomotive's right immediately before the collision and was struck while in motion. The train engineer applied the brakes shortly after impact and brought the train to a stop north of the crossing. The locomotive was traveling approximately 27 miles per hour as it approached the crossing, which was under a 30 mile per hour permanent speed restriction. The Ford F-250 pickup truck and the trailer it pulled were owned by Cornerstone Partners, a landscaping company that serves Elgin and multiple western suburbs. Along with reviewing the event and image recorders, NTSB investigators examined the locomotive and crossing, tested the grade crossing's warning device, and collected samples of foreign material near the scene, conducted reenactments of the train's movement, and conducted interviews and reviewed relevant UP rules and procedures. The report states that the ongoing investigation will focus on UP rules, policies, and training, as well as the performance of the train detection technology used by the grade crossing warning system. To find out more, head on over to the Daily Herald to follow this story. Go to dailyherald.com. And before we head on out to the next break, a Sleepy Hollow teen's death has been reclassified as a homicide, but the family still awaits justice. For 16 years, Martha Schneider and her husband went along with the authorities who told them not to talk publicly about the 2009 death of their 19-year-old daughter. But that no longer sits well with the Sleepy Hollow mother, whose daughter Anne Marie Schneider's remains were exhumed and re-examined in 2020. Anna's father had long questioned the official finding that their daughter, a competitive swimmer, drowned in their backyard pool. A breakthrough seemed to come in 2022 when Kane County Coroner Rob Russell, based on the findings of the exhumation and a multi-pronged investigation that involved the Kane County Cold Case Team and a national group, revised the case and manner of Anna's death from drowning and undetermined to chloroform and homicide, official records show. Martha Schneider, 73, recalled Russell coming to her home in 2022 to tell her he changed the death certificate. He said that was good news in getting answers to her daughter's mysterious death. Yet 3 years later, she said, still nothing has come of it. Schneider said it's like they forgot about her. A revised manner of death. Martha Schneider said her daughter was a healthy, talented, and popular 2008 Dundee Crown High School graduate who spent most of her life in the water and was a trophy-winning swimmer. She competed in the Junior Olympics and was captain of the girls' varsity swim team and was a scuba diver, her family said. When we come back, we will go into more of what Rob Russell and the Kane County coroner said about this Sleepy Hollow death. Stick around, there is more WRMN news coming up after this.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, The Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Want to read some action-packed, exciting pulp fiction? Read the works of Michael Tooman, now featuring their international crime thriller, I Married a Bot Madam. Available on Amazon in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle editions. The paperback is also available at other book retailers. Check out Michael Tooman's webpage at Scilink.net. That's Papa Sierra Yankee Lima India November Kilo dot November Echo Tango.
Kick off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out, every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
Welcome back to the WRMN News. I'm Dennis Green. We're following the story of Sleepy Hollow teen's death being reclassified a homicide, but the family still awaits justice. Martha and her husband, Lawrence Larry Schneider, in a recent interview, Martha Schneider recalled being startled awake at 4:43 a.m. by the back door slamming shut, and Anna's friend hysterical, screaming for help and banging on the walls. She was yelling that Anna is by the pool and won't wake up, Martha Schneider said. Martha and her husband, Lawrence Larry Schneider, ran outside. They told police they found her half in and half out of the water on the stairs on her stomach, with her face turned to the right, arms up, according to the police report. Her father pulled her out of the pool, turned her on her back, and began CPR to no avail. Anna was taken by ambulance to St. Joseph's Hospital in Elgin, where she was pronounced dead. The Algonquin woman was taken to the Sleepy Hollow Police Department for questioning, according to police reports. Police had said they tried to interview her that night, but due to her being very upset, she was not making any sense. Her parents took her home, and she later returned with them and an attorney, police reports show. The 2009 autopsy report stated Anna had bruises on her chin, the left side of her nose, on her chest, and in other places. There was an odor of alcohol in her stomach content, according to the report. The autopsy report makes no mention of water in Anna Schneider's lungs, but it says there, quote, was water in the sinus cavity, which would appear she died by drowning. There were no drugs in her system. On the day that followed Anna's funeral, the house was filled with tears, silence, confusion, and questions, Martha Schneider said. Quote, there was no TV, no music, no noise. It was just total silence. We just walked around like zombies. I would just shake the bed. Larry was just quiet. I would read the Bible. The family believes police, quote, dropped the ball and, quote, wanted the case to go away, and attempts to locate police who investigate Anna's death in 2009 were unsuccessful. The Snyder family said they never believed Anna, who Martha called, quote, our beautiful mermaid, had drowned. Over the years, the Snyders tried their own investigation. They hired a poison expert and a private investigator, but nothing came of it because, Martha Snyder said, police would not cooperate and made them fearful and were, quote, mad about the family's efforts. The Snyders said they wanted to alert the media that they would offer a reward for information about their daughter's death. The family said police discouraged that, saying it would hurt the investigation. In 2015, the Snyders contacted Russell and said they wanted the coroner's new cold case team to investigate their daughter's death. He obliged, which led to the exhumation, a second autopsy, and the change in the death certificate. After the cause and manner of death were changed, the case was handed over to Kane County Major Crimes Task Force. The task force presented its filings to the Kane County State Attorney's Office, according to Russell. But nothing has become of it since, the family says. Nicholas Lenz, public information officer for Kane County State's Attorney Jamie Mosser, confirmed task force presented findings. After reviewing all of the evidence and findings, our office did not find any charges, Jen said in an email. Prosecutors, quote, determined that the evidence was insufficient to bring charges and sustain a conviction. Sleepy Hollow Police Chief San Parma said, quote, nothing actionable came to light, and to date, nothing has changed. Martha Snyder, who has not changed her daughter's bedroom since she died, says she decided it was time to share her story publicly. She said she, quote, got tired of not hearing anything from law enforcement. She believes her daughter's case was passed on from one agency to another, and nobody wanted to deal with it. If you know something, she said, say something. You can read more over on this article on the front page of the Daily Herald today. We've got one more story before we head on over to our bottom of the hour break, and that is on Illinois driver's license. State IDs now fit in your iPhone for convenience and security. Starting Wednesday, Illinoisans can add their driver's licenses and state IDs to their iPhones. Secretary of State Alexei Galiananis announced Tuesday. A new technology is compliant with the U.S. Transportation Security Administration, meaning travelers with a real ID can present it at airport checks in time for the Thanksgiving rush. It can also be used for proof of age. The secretary said at a launch in Chicago, this is government innovation at its best. Your ID can live right on your iPhone, ready to use at airports, restaurants, and bars across the state. The mobile ID can be transferred to Apple Wallet on iPhone and Apple Watch devices. The secretary went on to say The work on this project was built on two foundations: convenience and security. It takes advantage of privacy and security features already built into the iPhone and Apple Watch to help protect against tampering and theft. Mobile IDs are not a substitute for a physical driver's license, which motorists are required to have in Illinois. And travelers also need to bring physical identification like driver's license or passports to airports, the TSA noted. Consider it a complimentary for the time being. We're one of the earliest states to adopt this technology, Giulianis said. Similar mobile IDs will be available on Google and Samsung wallets in the next few months, he added. Information moved to devices will be encrypted, meaning others, including Apple, cannot access it unless the owner wants to show it, officials said. Giulianis said, if a bar or concert venue wants to confirm you're over 21, that's all they need to see. Not your address, not your license number, just the fact you're over 21. That's the game changer for privacy. Illinois Liquor Control Commission Executive Director Lisa Gardner said the technology is a safe and reliable tool for businesses to use in preventing minors with fake IDs from purchasing alcohol. The advanced security features built in to the mobile IDs make them significantly harder to counterfeit, she added. Soldier Field Director of Marketing Lucas Serra said, this technology gives us a smarter, faster way to verify age at concessions, helping us reduce lines and keep fans focused on what they came for, the show. There will be a ramp-up period for the businesses, and the Secretary of State's office is working with stadiums, restaurants, and retailers across the state to expand the number of entities accepting mobile ID. Businesses will be able to acquire a mobile ID verifier app that streamlines the process. To add your license or state ID to an Apple device, residents can tap the Add button at the top of the screen in the wallet, select driver's license or state ID, and follow instructions, which include scanning your ID and taking a selfie. For more information, visit ilsos.gov/departments/drivers/mobile-id/Apple-wallet. Stick around, there's more WRM news coming up after this.